And welcome back to Granville High School as we get ready to go here with the 46th Annual Granville American Legion Tournament Championship game between the Bulldogs of Burton Academy, who have won this championship 4 straight years, going for their 5th, and the Bolton Eagles, who come in here with a record of 6-0 on the season. So it should be an outstanding game. Game brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, Scarlato's Car Hop of Granville, Fred's Granville Pharmacy of Granville, also Maplewood Ice of Whitehall, Skeene Valley Country Club of Whitehall, the Pine Grove Motel of Granville, Barlow Electric Incorporated of Granville, and Lake Champlain Coal Company of Whitehall, our sponsor of the Lake Champlain Coal Company Player of the Game Award, which after our first game went to a pair of Fort Am players, Marcus Stohaus and Cadence Cutter. And right now we pause for the playing of our national anthem. Our national anthem and the color guard presented by the Granville American Legion Post 323 color guard, who are the sponsors of the tournament and who have the concession stand, which I just had a great piece of pizza from. And here's the starting lineup for the Bulldogs of Burton. Number 10 is Gavin Roberts. Number 13 is Grayson Rourke. Rourke, our player of the game last night. Number 22 is Joey Livingston, who's having a little trouble there with his sweatpants coming off. Number 23, another fine player to watch here, Jackson Kunich for the Bulldogs. And wrapping up their starting 5 is Reese Jones, number 24. Now for the Eagles of Bolton, number 34 is Liam Foy. Number 1 is Jacob French. Number 11 is Will Hens. Number 3 is our player of the game from last night for Bolton, Jace Hubert. And number 2 is a kid who's been a 1,000-point scorer now for a couple of years, I think. And that is Jackson Eaglehoff. So we're ready to go. The championship game. Burton's 4-1. Bolton is 6-0 on the season. And we're ready for our second game here. So a pretty entertaining game between Granville and Fort Am in the consolation game. Fort Am getting the 10-point win. Those teams will go at it once again in league play. Not back on, but looking forward to January 16th. So we are ready to go here. Bolton, Burton, the championship game of the 46th American Legion Tournament here in Granville on New Year's Eve. Some New Year's Eve afternoon basketball. Of course, wasn't scheduled to be today. It was the weather that played a factor with that ice storm a couple of nights ago. And here's the opening tip controlled by Reese Jones. The beautiful bounce pass to Kunich. And it's a 2-0 lead early here for the Bulldogs. Only took about 5 seconds. Eaglehoff on the right side for Hubert. First possession here for the Eagles of Bolton. Rourke with the defense. on the baseline. They go down low. Foy had it stripped away. Will Hens comes up with it for the Eagles. Up top, straightaway three. Huber, and won't get the roll. A tap out here for Kunich. Here comes Rourke. Nice pressure defense there by Jace Huber. Up top for Kunich. And now, Reese Jones will set the offense. Up top for Kunich. Three-pointer on the way. Good! And so the three-pointer knocked down by Joey Livingston. Once he got out of his warm-up pants, he was ready to go. And it's a 5-0 lead. Was dragging his warm-up pants out during the starting lineups there, but didn't affect his shooting. 5-0. Here's Egloff. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kunich. Here come the Bulldogs. Rourke. Kunich spins. Left hand. Good. That's a quick 7-0 lead. Now a turnover. Jones with the steal, but getting it back as Hens for Bolton. Hens brings it up across the timeline. Goes down low. Foy. No good. Tapped out. Jumper on the way for three and good. Jacob French gets Bolton on the scoreboard with the three from the left wing. It's 7-3. Ends that quick 7-0 run. Here's Kunich. Thought about going down low to Livingston. Now pulls it back out for Jones. Man-to-man here for the Eagles. Livingston stands and looks. Roberts down low. Livingston had it stripped away. Gets it back. 9 on the shot clock. Kunich. He goes to work. Stripped away by Egloff. 2 on the shot clock. Rourke. No good. The rebound pulled down by Hubert. Chance to get a little closer here for the Bolton Eagles. Here's Hens. Down low for Foy. Foy kicks it up. Egloff. Hens attacks the baseline. Too far under, turn it over. Roberts to the bucket, goes to the left hand, up and good. Gavin Roberts with the bucket. It's a 9-3 ball game. We're 3 minutes into this opening quarter, the championship game of the Granville Legion tournament. French looking for another one. That one's off the mark. Kunich had it. Foy ties him up. Good effort there by Foy. And possession arrow favors Burton, and Bolton wants to talk it over. It's going to be a 30-second timeout with 4:51 to go here in the opening quarter at the 46th Annual Granville American Legion Holiday Tournament. And today's game brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, sponsors of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center, where all of our live events are broadcast from here on NYVT Media. So Burton with the basketball. Confusion as to whose ball it's supposed to be. It's Bolton basketball. Burton trying to pull a fast one there as Reese Jones wanted to throw that ball in. It's going to be Bolton basketball. Hens gets it in for Hubert. Egloff. Nice ball moving around the outside. They go down low for Foy, and it's going to be a hold on, I was going to say Kunich, but it's Rourke. First foul on Rourke, first team foul on the Bulldogs of this opening quarter. Hens once again will put it in play. As soon as the ref gives him the ball, all kinds of action going on. Here's Hens. Gets it in for Egloff. Egloff thought about the three, thought better of it. Goes down for Foy on the block. And taken away here by Kunich. Kunich. They go down low. Livingston. They leave Livingston unguarded. And he just easily puts it up off the glass. Everybody ran away from Joey Livingston. It's an 8-point lead here early on for Burton. We approach the midway point opening quarter of this championship contest. Here's Jacob French. Eagleoff has it stripped. This is Jones. And they throw it away. Jones wanted to go to Rourke over in the left baseline and just missed the connection there. Burton's always a tough out here in this tournament. I mean, they're the Class A equivalent of a New York team. And Bolton, I believe, in Section 7 is a D. As nice pass from Eagleoff. And Liam Foy up off the glass and good. Jackson Eagleoff, I was saying last night, he only had 10 points. Not one of his better offensive games. He's had some huge games. Like I said, he's been a 1,000-point scorer now for a couple of years. But nice backdoor. Rourke, no good. The follow, Livingston, up and good. But he does so many good things on the floor, even when he's not scoring. And we saw it right there with breaking down the defense and finding Foy for that bucket. And we were talking about Eagleoff has not shot the ball well over his career when coming here to Granville. As a matter of fact, he was within striking distance of 1,000 points one night here in this tournament, and he just did not shoot the ball well that night and did not get the 1,000 points that night. Got it, I believe, the next game in their regular season. Substitutions into the game here for the Bulldogs. Blaine Niquette is in number 2. Here's Foy. Got a shove in the back. Got a little help on that travel. Definitely got shoved in the back. Also in is Griffin Roberts, number 21. But a 1-3-1 half-court trap here for the Eagles. Here's Griffin Roberts. Going to shoot it. And it's an air ball. 8-point lead. We go to 3 minutes to play opening quarter. Here on NYVT Media Sports, coverage of this 46 Granville American Legion tournament. Here's Eagleoff. Eagleoff, little crossover dribble, gets in the paint, leaves it for Foy. Foy up top. This is Jace Hubert. Hubert down the lane, kicks it out. That's Andrew Morehouse who's checked in for Bolton. 15 on the shot clock. Hubert spins into the lane. Off the glass. Count it. Jace Hubert with the big bucket. He's going to go to the line looking for the three-point play. I mentioned this last night, and I was talking to somebody here earlier. About how this Bolton team is not going to get rattled. I mean, this is a talented Burton team they're playing, but a lot of these guys have played on their outstanding soccer team, who's been very strong in the Adirondack League the last couple of years. That guy right there, Jace Hubert, being one of them. Also, Andrew Morehouse. And here's Kunich down the lane. Tough shot. He gets it to go. Will Hens. I mean, many of these guys played in their soccer program, which has been highly successful. Foy muscles his way in, gets the foul, can't get the shot to go. He's going to go to the line. Yeoman's work down in the post by Liam Foy. Foy's going to go to the line. His team down 7. And he gets the first one. Foy gets them both. Down to a 5-point ball game, approaching 2 minutes to go first quarter. Here's Niquette to the baseline. High post Kunich. Rourke. Now Reese Jones is going to set the offense. between the circles. Rourke, 3. Good. He was our player of the game last night. He nails one there, Gavin Rourke. And it's 18-10. And Egloff with the tough fadeaway there. It's a 6-point game. Kunich finds Griffin Roberts on the baseline. Niquette down low. Griffin Roberts up off the glass and good. (20-12) ball game. Egloff tried to cross over, lost it. Eight-point lead for Burton. Minute 7 to go here, opening quarter championship game of this tournament. Burton trying to get their 5th straight. I talked about the Pittsburgh Steelers one time. They were going for their 5th Super Bowl, and they one for the thumb, they were calling it. Griffin Roberts, turn around on the baseline, kicks it out. Jones, off the glass, good. First double-digit lead of the game at 10 for Burton. Here's Egloff up top. Hubert. About a 10-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. 28 seconds left in the quarter. Egloff short. Foy, the rebound gets tied up by Griffin Roberts. Jones, bounce pass. Kunich, layup, good. Good execution. Break down the defense, made the feed. It's a 12-point lead. Final seconds here, first quarter. Egloff finds Morehouse on the way for 3. No good. That's going to do it for the first quarter of play here at Granville High School. Our score, Burton 24, Bolton 12. This is the 46th annual Granville American Legion Holiday Tournament on NYVT Media Sports. And the games today brought to you by Scarlatta's Car Hop. Scarlatta's Car Hop, 45 Quaker Street, Granville, New York. Now serving breakfast and lunch until springtime. Thursday and Friday, 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6 a.m. until 2 p.m. Come in or call in your order for pickup at 518-642-2445. Scarlatta's Car Hop, 40 Quaker Street, Granville, New York. Also by Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015. In the Big Lots Plaza in Granville, 518-642-3733. That's Fred's Granville Pharmacy of Granville. So, some great sponsors who year in and year out bring us our coverage of sports here, high school sports, on NYVT Media. Glad to bring you this great coverage. For Burton, it's going to be Niquette, Rourke, Gavin Roberts, Livingston, and Griffin Roberts on the floor. Here's Livingston, up and good. It's going to be Foy, Egloff, Hens, French, and Hubert, starting 5 on the floor for Bolton. $14-point lead here, biggest lead of the ball game in the early going. Here is Hens. Hubert wanted to go to Foy. Foy kicks it out for French. Hubert, Egloff. Egloff pulls up inside the yard, gets the roll. Second field goal for Jackson Egloff. It's a 12-point game, but at the other end, Livingston. They're not going to get it to go, but a hard hit for Will Hens. He's going to be all right. Looks like. Gets to his feet. Foul's going to be on Hens. And to the line will be Livingston. Bolton's going to go to their bench as Hens is going to come out and be checked out. And it's going to be Abram Figueroa who comes in. Figueroa had some impact on the game last night. Played well in his spot duty as Livingston makes the first one. Second shot from Livingston is good. And it's 28-14. Here's Eagleoff. Directing some traffic, setting the offense for the Eagles. Hubert on the baseline. Cross court for French. French tries to get in the lane and whistling a foul. That's going to be against Griffin Roberts. That's his second, team's second of the quarter. Kunich is going to come in for Griffin Roberts. And they're going to take it out underneath the basket. Comes in for Hubert. Cross court for Figueroa. Figueroa kicks it out. Hubert couldn't get it to go. The rebound pulled down by Kunich. Here's the outlet to Gavin Roberts. On the baseline now, Niquette. Down low, Kunich goes to work. Steps through, up and good. Beautiful move right there from Jackson Kunich. And it's the biggest lead at 16, 30-14 here. Eagleoff wanted to go inside, stolen away by Rourke. Down court, Kunich. Cross court pass. Good ball movement. Rourke left open for three. No good. Kunich, though, with the offensive rebound. Kunich gets the roll. And Bolton's going to take a timeout. 6:11 to go here in the half. It is Burton 32 and Bolton 14. Today's game being brought to you by Maplewood Ice, proudly supporting ice to our community, supplying ice to our community since 1970. 7 and 20-pound bag cubes, packaged ice blocks, carving ice. Need extra cold storage for an event? Call Maplewood Ice about refrigerated party trailer rental. Call 518-499-2345 for Maplewood Ice. Open daily, 9790 State Route 4, Whitehall, New York. That's Maplewood Ice. Also by Skeene Valley Country Club. Skeene Valley Country Club, looking to perfect your golf swing? Book a date and a time online for Skeene Valley Country Club's indoor simulator. Go to SkeeneValleyCC.com, click the Tee Time box on the homepage, and then click Sim Times. Skeene Valley Country Club, 129 Country Route 9A, Whitehall, New York, 518-499-5060. So an 18-point lead for Burton, trying to win their fifth straight Granville American Legion tournament. Shot up and no good from French. And it's going to be out of bounds off of the Bulldogs. So it's Bolton basketball. Down 18 here. They've got work to do to slice into this before the half. Comes in way out top for Eagleoff. Here's French. French wanted to go down low to Foy. Kunich had it well defended. Eagleoff now finds Foy in the short corner. A little inside-outside game. French gets tied up. Burr is in, by the way, for Burton. Sam Burry, number 1. Hubert, no good. The rebound pulled down by Reese Jones. Quickly down the court come the Bulldogs. Livingston kicks it out top for Kunich. Now they leave it for Roberts. He'll set the offense here with still plenty of time, 20 on the shot clock. Here's Reese Jones, couldn't get the layup to go. And here's Hubert. Hubert finds Eagleoff down low. Foy up and good. Liam Foy, tough work there in the low post, gets the bucket. 32-16, 5 minutes to go in the half. Here's Kunich. Livingston, 3, rims out on him. The rebound from Figueroa. Here comes Eagleoff. Eagles looking to get a little closer. French, 18-footer, no good. Foy on the putback, no good. But staying with it is Jace Hubert. His shot up and good. And it's a little mini run here for the Eagles of Bolton. And Burton's going to call timeout. 4:35 to go in the half. 32-18, Burton. This is coverage of the 46th Granville American Legion Holiday Tournament on NYVT Media Sports. Brought to you by the Pine Grove Motel. Pine Grove Motel of Granville, New York. Newly renovated rooms that are comfortable and cozy. Call 518-361-0488 next time you come to the Granville area, and the Pine Grove Motel will take care of you. That's the Pine Grove Motel of Granville. After the 30-second timeout here. So a little bit of a run here for the Eagles, trying to get back in this game. Down 14, they had been down 18, a little 4-0 run. They need to continue to get stops. Your goal right now, probably if you're Bolton, is get it to single digits before the halftime break and then come out and try to go to work in the third. Here's Livingston. Tough shot, couldn't get it to go. Eagleoff with the rebound. Here comes Eagleoff on the run. Little crossover into the lane. Finger roll, no good. And they save it. Foy, and blocked by Kunich. And it goes out of bounds off of Bolton. That was a great sequence of action both ways right there. Midway point of the second quarter, 14-point lead for the Bulldogs. And a whistle and a foul as Gavin Roberts looks to set Burton in their offense. And the foul is going to be on Jackson Eagleoff. That's his first, team's second of the quarter. Will Hens is going to check back in. Burton has Gavin Roberts on the floor with Rourke, Jones, Livingston, and Kunich. Looks like an old flex cut right there, but they couldn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Foy. Here's Hubert, Eagleoff. Hens had it stripped away, able to recover it. Gets it back to Eagleoff. Eagleoff, elbow jumper, no good. Foy trying to keep it alive. And they get a good little smile out of that. It's a good hustle there by Figueroa, trying to save it off legs. Unfortunately, he saved it off the legs of Liam Foy. But good hustle, good effort by the Eagles. Jacob French comes back in. Gives Foy a quick breather here with 3:20 to go in the half. 14-point lead for the Bulldogs of Burton Academy. Nice back cut there, back screen, but well defended by Figueroa. And they throw it away. Good pressure defense there by Jace Hubert to cause that. Hubert, multi-talented athlete for Bolton and Bolton Warrensburg. in soccer season. Here he is handling the basketball. He was our player of the game for the Eagles last night in their win over Granville. Here's a nice spin from Hens. Baseline jumper, Figueroa, good. I like this kid, Figueroa. I mean, anytime he comes in, last night or tonight, he makes positive impact on the Eagles. Livingston, tough move inside. He got it to go. Quickly the other way. Here's Hubert. Wanted to go to Hens. It was broken up. Here's Kunich. And now leaves it for Livingston. Rourke attacks the baseline. The pass for Kunich, good. Beautiful execution right there by Burr and Burton. It's back to 16. 2 minutes to go here in the half. Here's Hubert. Hubert, they run a little ISO for him. Gets the bucket up and good. Good call from the Bolton bench, running the isolation there for Chase Hubert. And it's going to go off somebody's foot, I believe. It's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Jackson Eagleoff will check back in for Will Hens. Comes inside, Kunich. Couldn't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. It's a breakout here for the Eagles. Morehouse finds Eagleoff. Up and good. It's down to 12. I said their goal should be to get it to single digits before the break. They need to stop right here. Here's Reese Jones. Oh, tipped away out of bounds. French got a piece of that. 1:27 to go before the break. Here's Livingston. They leave him alone. No good. They can get it to single digits for the three here. Hubert left alone. No good. They wanted that one. Gavin Roberts and foul on Jace Hubert. It's not going to be the bonus, only the third foul. 1:11 to go, 12-point game. First foul on Jace Hubert. Third team foul against Bolton. Reese Jones puts it in for Livingston. Sweet touch off the glass. And it's 38-24. Here's Hubert. Now Eagleoff. 1,000-point score for the Eagles. Long three way off the mark there from Jacob French, and they try to save it. And ahead of the field here is Livingston. He lays it up over the front of the rim. And it's quickly back to 16. 40 seconds to go. Now a steal from Gavin Roberts. Roberts had it stripped, though, by Hubert. Loose ball, bodies flying. Held ball. Possession arrow is going to favor the Bulldogs. So they'll put it in play. It'll be Rourke in for Livingston. Wanted to go back to Rourke, but it was broken up by Hubert, who read that play. Liam Foy's going to check back in, replacing Abram Figueroa, who had some really good minutes for Bolton. And we've seen him do that 2 nights now. And deep three from the baseline for Rourke. No good, but Kunich with the putback. And suddenly right back up to 18. Morehouse, three! Baseline three from Morehouse. That was a big one. They needed that one after they started to drop further behind here. Livingston, though, with the answer at the other end. Joey Livingston with the three. And that's going to do it for the first half of play here in Granville. And after 3 quarters of play in the championship game, it is the 4-time defending champion Burton Bulldogs 45, Bolton 27. We'll be back for the second half in a bit. This is NYVT Media Sports coverage of the 46th annual Granville American Legion Tournament. And welcome back to Granville High School. We get set to go here in this championship game with the second half. A 45-27 lead for the Burton Bulldogs as they look to win their 5th championship in a row in this tournament. Built a dynasty here at this Granville Legion tournament. And looking at what their JV team did in their 2 games here, that dynasty is going to be going for a long time as long as they're still in this tournament, because their JV team won with 2 massive blowouts. So we start the 3rd quarter. Here's Egloff to the bucket. He's going to draw the foul. Egloff on the floor with Figueroa, Hubert, Hens, and French for the Eagles. They'll say it's a non-shooting foul. And it is Gavin Roberts, Rourke, Kunich, Jones, and Livingston for the Bulldogs. Off the inbounds, Hubert goes on the attack, up off the glass, no good. Tapped around, Figueroa comes up with it. Kick out here for Hubert. In the lane, Hens wanted to go inside for Egloff, and I think it might have jammed the finger there of Kunich. He looks to be okay. Here's Egloff. Egloff on the way for 3, and he got it. It's not been one of the better gyms in the career of Jackson Egloff, but he knocked that one down. It's a 15-point game. Here's Livingston, had a great first half. Now Rourke, right back, Joey Livingston, left hand, no good. Battle for the rebound, Rourke's got it, tipped away, Hens comes up with it. Here's Egloff. Egloff, the bounce pass, French, couldn't get it to go. The rebound for Reese Jones. Here come the Bulldogs. Rourke, Kunich, no good, but whistling a foul. Jackson Kunich is going to go to the line. And the foul is going to be on Will Hens, his second, team's first of the 3rd quarter. And the first shot by Kunich is good. 16-point lead for Burton, 46-30. 1 out of 2 for Kunich, but the rebound by Reese Jones. Rourke, deep 3, no good. But the rebound, Livingston, he got the roll. Livingston has just had a great ball game, and Patrick Ward and I were talking during the halftime break. We didn't really notice him as much last night, but he's put up some big numbers here today, and that's how balanced this Burton team is. Many people can provide big minutes and big stats on this talented Bulldog team. Hubert couldn't get the roll. Rebound pulled down by Livingston. They quickly get it into transition. Kunich. The rebound pulled down by French. 48-30, tying the biggest lead of the ball game. Figueroa wanted to go with the bounce pass for French. It was kicked away. I believe that was Gavin Roberts. They got the kick on it. Hens will trigger it inbounds here for the Eagles. Comes in for Hubert, but broken up by Kunich. Here come the Bulldogs. Stripped away. Once again, Chase Hubert with a big hustle play. Egloff to the basket. A lot of contact. And it's going to be Bolton ball. 18-point lead for Burton. The Bulldogs out of Manchester, Vermont. Scenic Manchester, Vermont. Beautiful place to go spend a day if you ever get the opportunity. And this might be a clear path flagrant. Not because of the severity of it. It's just going to be a grab. In the NBA, it would have been a clear path. 2 on the ball. They're just going to call it a regular foul here. Coach Baker might have been saying that to Tim Bailey down there. Because the NBA would have been ruled a clear path. But we don't have that in high school basketball. Fouls on Hubert is second. Livingston having a huge game for the Bulldogs. And it's a 20-point lead, biggest lead of the game. And that's going to be kicked by Livingston. Substitution coming in here for Burton is going to be number 0. That's Sam Dowd. Bolton with the basketball, down 20. Just over 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's French. Finds Hens. Egloff, 3. Good. Egloff starting to heat up a little bit. Couple threes here in the third quarter. That's the kind of performance we expect to see out of the 1,000-point-plus scorer. Probably heading more toward 2,000 at this point. $17-point ball game. Here's Rourke. Down low, Dowd. Couldn't get it to go. The rebound by Hubert. Here comes Bolton looking to slice into a 17-point deficit. Egloff. Down low, French. Tough catch and finish. Jacob French. Tough catch, tough finish, but he got it done. That's a 15-point ball game. Bolton trying to creep back into it. Livingston says, no, you're not. The deep 3 from Joey Livingston. It's back to 18. He has had a great game for Burton. Certainly a big candidate for our Lake Champlain Coal Company player of the game. He's the leader in the clubhouse right now. Egloff down low. Hens, 12 to shoot it. Nice backdoor pass. Jumper up, too far behind the backboard. Morehouse, by the way. Andrew Morehouse is checked in, number 4. Here's Rourke. Livingston. Timeout called. 3:37 to go, third quarter. Burton 55, Bolton 35. And we'll step away. This is the 46th annual Granville American Legion Holiday Tournament. And our games are brought to you by Barlow Electric Incorporated, fully insured, reasonable, master electrician. Licensed in New York and Vermont. Generator installation, residential and commercial work. Call 518-361-0531. That's Barlow Electric of Granville. Also brought to you by Lake Champlain Coal Company. Lake Champlain Coal Company, your local fuel dealer. Fuel oil, propane, kerosene at the pump. Making warm friends for 5 generations. Lake Champlain Coal Company, 2 Main Street, Whitehall, New York. Call 518-499-1212. Lake Champlain Coal Company. They make warm friends, and they're our sponsor of the Lake Champlain Coal Company players, or player of the game, but it was players in our first game today, as Cadence Cutter and Marcus Stohas of Fort Anne shared the honor. $20-point lead here for Bolton, for Burton. I beg your pardon. Bolton with the basketball is what I was trying to spit out. Bulldogs have won this tournament 4 years in a row, and barring an incredible comeback here by the Eagles, it's going to be 5. And like I said, the way their JV dominated the JV tournament with lopsided victories, they're not going any place anytime soon unless they go somewhere else for the holiday tournament. Egloff shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Dowd, stolen away on the outlet. That's Morehouse. Here's Hubert. Gets the high screen from Foy. Little screen and roll. Foy goes to the left hand, no good, but he's going to go to the line. So Liam Foy will go to the foul line for the Eagles. Foul is going to be on Rourke, his second, team second. The first one from Foy is no good off the front iron. Granville did a pretty good job last night of keeping Foy under wraps. Coach Sam Rathbun was telling me that he was concerned because Foy had big games here last year. Burton out and running. Here's Dowd after the miss on the foul shot. Livingston thought about it. He's hit everything today. I'm surprised he didn't take that one, but they want to run some clock here with under 3 minutes to go in the quarter, and it's a turnover. Good job there by Morehouse. Here's Egloff. And they'll set the offense. Morehouse to Hubert. Hubert stops, pops, three, good. Jace Hubert with the big straight on three. A lot of work to do here for Bolton, down 17. Need a lot more of those, and they need stops defensively. Here's Rourke. Livingston. And now Reese Jones will take control, set the offense for the Bulldogs. Gavin Roberts and Jackson Kunich come to the scorer's table. They'll re-enter when they get the opportunity here when there's a stoppage. Livingston, he's on fire. Joey Livingston putting on a show. And as I said, that's how talented Burton is. Here's Egloff to the baseline. Now Foy. They have so much talent. Livingston really not a huge factor last night, but lighten it up here this afternoon in the championship game. I mean, don't get me wrong, he had a good game, but not like he's having today. Down low, Dowd off the glass, good. So many weapons, this Burton team. It makes them dangerous. Up top, Hubert was looking for another one. Now he puts it on the floor. Finds Hens. Foy powers his way up and good. Strong drop step move from the block for Liam Foy. Approaching 1 minute to play here, third quarter. 20-point lead for the Bulldogs. Here's Rourke. Down low. Livingston, they double team him and they reach in. Burton, if you're looking ahead, senior-wise, Gavin Roberts is a senior. Rourke is a senior. Livingston's a senior. Kunich just a junior. Reese Jones just a junior. Griffin Roberts is a sophomore, so they're going to have plenty of ammunition in the tank next year. And like I said, JV team absolutely dominant. Kunich was looking for the backdoor cut. Wasn't there. There's going to be a foul on Niquette. It's going to be his third, team's third of the quarter. And almost a steal on the throw, and that's going to be a foul on Griffin Roberts. As I said, he's only a sophomore. Jones, the point guard, a junior. Kunich, a junior, the big man inside. Under a minute to play, 20-point lead for the Bulldogs. Here's Egloff. Guarded by Reese Jones, junior on junior there. Here's Hubert. Egloff looking to get on the baseline. The jumper good. We've seen much more of the performance from Jackson Egloff today than we expected to see. Than we saw with his 10-point effort last night. Much better game today for Egloff. Although his team down by 18. Burton having some trouble here. And it's going to be a foul. And that's going to be on Jace Hubert. It's going to be the bonus? Or no. Hubert's going to leave with his third foul. That's going to bring Abram Figueroa back on the floor. And as I mentioned earlier, Figueroa, every time he comes in, does positive things. Very productive player off the bench for the Eagles. Inside, Griffin Roberts couldn't get it to go. The rebound by Foy. 9 seconds to play. Down court, French. The layup good. And the heater shot at the buzzer. No good from Niquette. So 3 quarters are in the books. Little 4-0 spurt here for the Eagles. But Burton still comfortably ahead at the end of 3. It's the Bulldogs 60 and the Eagles 44. This is coverage of the 46th Granville American Legion Tournament on NYVT Media Sports, brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture Manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville. Also by Scarlotta's Car Hop. Scarlotta's Car Hop, located at 45 Quaker Street in Granville, serving breakfast and lunch until spring. Thursday and Friday, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6 a.m. until 2 p.m. Come in or call in your order for pickup, 518-642-2445. Scarlotta's Car Hop, located at 45 Quaker Street, Granville. We're so happy to have all these great sponsors on board with us, bringing the high school sports coverage your way. Some of them have been with us for basketball season and football. Some of them just rejoining us here for the winter sports season. 16-point lead for the Bulldogs, looking to wrap up their 5th straight title at this tournament. Here's Kunich. Left hand up and good. When he gets the ball down low, he's so wiry and so tough to defend. Egloff. And might have had a strip beforehand. Hens trying to help bail him out there, but it went through his legs. Out of bounds to the Bulldogs. 18-point lead for Burton. On the wing for Rourke. Burr is in running the point now. Here's Burr. Nice ball movement. Rourke. Jumper. 3. No good. Long rebound comes to Hens. Here's French. Down low for Foy. French. Foy. Hubert. Egloff. And Hens on the floor right now for Bolton. Here's a steal by Burr. And he's on the floor with Kunich, Niquette, Rourke, and Griffin Roberts for the Bulldogs. Here is Griffin Roberts back for Rourke. Thought about it. Back to the corner for Roberts. Kicks it out. Rourke steps in a little closer. Shot up good. Nice job there by Rourke. Passed up the 3, and we know he can shoot the 3, but he passed it up there, put it on the floor, and got a little closer, knocked it down. 20-point ball game, 64-44. Griffin Roberts has it stripped from behind by French. They double team him. Now Hubert. French thought about the 3, passed on it. Now Hubert. He's been heating up a little bit here. Egloff. Cross court. Hubert. Into the paint. Stops. Pops. Short. Picked up by Griffin Roberts. Here comes Niquette. And stolen away, knocked away there by Hubert, who's always hustling, always playing hard. Just got to love his overall game. We talked about that last night. That's why he got the player of the game last night for Lake Champlain Cole. Is just overall effort on the court is outstanding from Jace Hubert. Of course, star soccer player, so maybe that soccer mentality helps him out here on the basketball court, but just an athlete. Here's Hens. Wanted to go down low to Foy. Wanted to go to Egloff. That's knocked away out of bounds. Joey Livingston comes back in. Probably had his hand in an ice bucket on the sideline trying to cool it off. He's been on fire in this game, Joey Livingston. Comes in for Hubert. Niquette's going to go out. Reese Jones comes back on for the Bulldogs. 5:36 to play, 20-point lead for Burton. Here's Egloff. Foy. Foy powers his way in. Couldn't get the layup to go. Jones with the rebound. They're going to foul him in the backcourt. Foul is going to be against Liam Foy, and that's just his first, team's first of the quarter. Jones brings it up across midcourt, finds Rourke. Little toss and catch game here. They get it on the baseline for Livingston. $17 to shoot it. Kunich. Three-pointer on the way. Burry, and it's good. And that's what I was talking about, you know. Talking about Livingston didn't seem to have a huge game last night, but is today. And there's Burry knocking down a three. So many weapons. That's his first field goal, but still. Lots of options. It's like a menu that you look at for the Burton Bulldogs. Who am I going to select this time to put the ball in the hoop? Here's Eagleoff. Pulls up on the baseline. Might have been partially blocked, out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. It'll be Bolton basketball. 66-44. This might be the biggest lead of the ball game at 22. Comes in for Hubert. Hubert goes on the attack. French on the way for three. No good. Foy the rebound. Puts it up off the glass. Good. Nice job working hard on the offensive glass by Liam Foy. And he gets the bucket at 66-46. This is probably, I mean, it's going to be the first loss of the season for the Eagles, but if not the toughest game on their schedule, certainly one of the top. That may be the toughest game they play all year, the best opponent they see all year. As a reach-in foul, as Kunich tries to make his move to the bucket. I don't have their schedule in front of me, but, you know, they were 6-0 coming in. And this is a game that's going to serve them well down the road in Section 7 play. Burton's going to run the offense here. Jones finds Rourke. Kunich to the bucket. No good. Tipped up. Livingston the rebound. Knocked away from Jones. He'll chase it down. Here's Rourke. They got a fresh shot clock, so they can be patient. They go back to Kunich. No good again. The rebound by Hens. 20-point lead for the Bulldogs. We've gone under the midway point here of the fourth quarter. And here's a turnover. Nice bounce pass. Rourke, the finish. Beautiful bounce pass by Burry right there. And it's a 22-point ball game. Here's Eagleoff. Eagleoff trying to find some space. And Burry's going to be called for the foul there. Three minutes exactly left here, 68-46. Substitutions coming in. Morehouse back on for Bolton. Davis Johnston in for the Bulldogs, as is James Decker. Johnston wears 15, Decker 20. And here's a turnover. Down court. And Johnston with the miss, almost I was going to say, came right in, got a bucket right away, but couldn't get that layup with the left hand to go. Hubert got it from 16. 68-48, 2:32 to go. Here's Burry. I don't think there's going to be too much question on who our Lake Champlain Coal Company player of the game is in this one. And I'll give you a hint. He just had the basketball on the baseline, and he's got it right here. He passes it inside and stripped away from the Bulldogs. And down court, good hustle by Figueroa, but it goes out of bounds. He tried to save it. Down the lane, Burry. Burry steals it back from Eagleoff, and a foul here on Hens. Looks like Dowd is going to come back in for Burton. And to the line is Sam Burr. It looks like Griffin Roberts is going to go to the scorer's table to join Dowd. They'll both come on here as the first free throw is good. And Jay Schubert's going to go out to a nice round of applause. As in for the Eagles is number 14, Sam Foy. Dowd gets them both. It's 70-48. Burton, under 2 minutes to play. Here's Eagleoff. Eagleoff finds Morehouse. Morehouse penetrates. Wanted to kick it. Had it stripped. Down court. And they throw it away. Another substitution coming in for the Eagles. And that is number 10, Lance Corey. Here's Eagleoff. Eagleoff had it knocked away by Decker. And here's Burr. He'll set the offense. He'll find Griffin Roberts. Roberts, the sophomore, is going to let it go. Good for three. Griffin Roberts with the three ball. It's 73-48. Up top for Morehouse. Here's Foy. Eagleoff. Corey. It was stripped away. Figueroa chased it down. Here's Eagleoff. Had it knocked away there by Burr. 8 on the shot clock. Eagleoff. 2 on the shot clock. Does get the shot off in time. And the rebound pulled down by Burr. As we're down under 30 seconds to play. Shot clock is off. They don't have to shoot it. Dowd says, that's okay. I'll shoot it anyway. And it's 75-48. Final seconds here in Granville of a long couple of days of basketball for me. Going from one tournament to another, 2 straight days. But it was fun. It was entertaining. And Burton is going to hand Bolton their first loss of the season as they win it by a score of 75-48. And they win their 5th straight Granville American Legion tournament championship here with the dominating victory in the championship game over Bolton. And our Lake Champlain Coal Company player of the game, probably the easiest selection I've had all season long for Lake Champlain Coal Company player of the game. And that's going to be Joey Livingston from Burton Academy. What a game he had. On fire today. Just strong all day long. He came out hot right in the first quarter and just had a very, very huge game. So Joey Livingston, congratulations from Burton Academy. You are the Lake Champlain Coal player of the game here on NYVT Media Sports. And that's going to wrap it up for our coverage here of the 46th Granville American Legion tournament in Granville at Granville High School. Our champions, once again, the Burton Bulldogs. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us for the past 2 days. Hope you enjoyed it. For Patrick Ward, our producer and cameraman, I'm Keith Harrington saying so long from Granville. This has been a production of NYVT Media Sports.